guru of strategy for Madden and football. I mean, the man doesn't just teach Madden; he teach football strategy.
Exactly.
So, like, if you ever gone out to his site, xsandosfootball.com, like I said, he tells you like what to run against cover two, what you should be looking at when somebody comes with a stacked line. He tells you. I mean, he doesn't say like go up the between the the center and the guard. He'll say you need to go through the A hole or the B hole, and I mean the guy just talks football. I mean this guy. I tell this story all the time, but I want to say the first time I saw him up in Community Day back in 2005. We all went out to dinner, and this man was talking X's and O's with fries. This man actually laid out fries on the table and was like using the salt and pepper shaker to show linemen and everything. I mean, he loves football. He loves talking strategy. I don't know why he doesn't coach Little League or something.
Right.
But the man has a great offensive mind, and he can play some defense too.
And I was there when he had the fries all laid on the table.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah,
that was great. That was crazy. Oh, he was definitely breaking it down. And then he ate the fries.
Then he ate the fries. Yeah, then everybody was gone. All right. So the question we have for you guys right now is: should Madden or NCAA or any other sports game take a 2-year cycle? What do you think, Don? We'll pose this question to Don.
We got the man here to ask the question.
So he can sort of give us, as a developer, what he thinks, and as a gamer.
It's good. It's good and bad. There's some good and bad. First off, I'm used to the year cycle.
Yeah.
So I'm used to every year a sports game coming out.
Right.
So that I look forward to that.
Right.
I only got to wait a year. And I know the date's gonna come out. So I'm more accustomed to the year cycle, but the 2-year cycle could be deceiving to people who might want to say, hey man, 2 years would be better than 1, and the reason I say that is because you might have something that you see in the game that you want in the game, you want it to be improved, and then 2 years later this game comes out and that feature that you've been harping on Twitter and every other social network, it's not in that game. Now you're irate. Now you pass, piss. You like, hey man, I waited 2 years for this game.
Yeah.
And I've been asking for it, and I don't see it. So I think that the year cycle is still a little bit better, just because you can actually have a little bit more of an immediate impact towards those guys who are developing the game, rather than that 2-year cycle. Because I think honestly, if it was a 2-year cycle, all the fans would be boxed out. We wouldn't. Our input would almost be almost nothing, because they have a 2-year plan, of what they're going to do.
Right.
So I would think that the year cycle is a little bit better, just because we've been doing it for so long. And like I said, it's just something and with sports games, things are always changing. Things are always changing each year. So I think a year cycle is the perfect way to do it.
What about you, Matt?
Yeah, I like that too, man. I think a year, after 6 or 7 months, I'm starting to get tired. I'm starting to get tired of the game. And if you run in a league or anything like that, after like 6, 7 months, that's when the attendance start dying out. You know what I'm saying? People start dropping out, and you have a full league, and then you turn around, and you're missing like 10 or 15 players. Because the new games are coming out. You just get tired of it. You want something new. So I think in some games like Tiger, I mean, you could do it. Especially, this year Tiger's really good. Maybe you could go 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Not too much is changing. Just some players. Maybe what they could do is, here's an interesting thing though. With some software companies like Adobe, they are moving to subscription-based service, which means that they are no longer putting out a new version of Creative Suite every year.
Right.
They're doing that, but they're doing a subscription service. So now you have to basically pay for the game every month. So you're doing a subscription where you're paying like $29, $30 every month. When the new software comes out, you download it and install it, but you're moving away from a yearly system.
Mm-hmm.
They can update whenever they want to now. As long as you're paying that subscription service, you're in on it. EA could move to the same thing. Some kind of EA subscription service where you pay and you get access to X number of games.
Right.
So then we're kind of moving away from sort of a yearly type of paradigm to you can update whenever whenever they want to. And if we're moving to more digital content, they can push out things and have you download it.
Mm-hmm.
Player updates, whatever it is. Maybe Tiger could
New
do
jerseys,
that too.
New helmets.
Yeah, like okay, so a lot of the golf courses, are they going to change from now to 5 years from now, right? So what really changes? Like golfers, you might have some new golfers. So say you download those.
Maybe DLC guys,
in between the 2 years, every 3 months you download some new golfers or something like that. If there's a new course, you download it. You're paying the Tiger Woods subscription service, so you're getting all of these things, and they don't have to do a yearly thing. Right. So who knows what how it's going to turn out if they do like Adobe's doing, but Adobe's getting rid of where you can go to the store and buy it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to download the software and then subscribe to it.
Mm-hmm.
They're not doing it. You pay $600 next year. CS7 comes out.
Right.
So we don't know what's going to happen with this new generation, especially with the industry, with the resale business being so big. Like, you buy the game and then you trade it in. GameStop gets a profit. They resell it. Yeah. Billions of dollars. Those software companies, they want that money back. Mm-hmm. So if they're doing something, whatever they're doing, you have to like register your game or something like that.
Right.
They're going to take that money back. So you can't trade it in. Something's coming down the line.
So with all that, are you saying you agree with the 1 year cycle, or wouldn't mind it going to 2 years?
I want the 1 year cycle. That was a very long answer to a short question.
Okay, right.
You breaking it down.
No, you was breaking it down.
If it's a game that I don't like, I don't really care.
Well, we're talking about sports games because they're the ones that are really on this one.
I think you want it every year because basically the NFL is changing every year. You get new players, you get the draft.
Rookies.
You could download the players though.
That's what I'm saying.
You could download the players.
I almost want to say I almost would like to go to a 2 year cycle. And here's the reason why. Like, knowing the developers, knowing the kind of stress and timetable that they have to go through, to get the stuff in the game. Like you said, it's only they're only getting 8 months.
Right.
They're not getting a year, a full year in the thing. And too many people right now complain about, oh, Madden is the same game it was last year, just roster updates. Fine, just give them roster updates. Just give them roster updates. Let's get everything. I think we could get more. Let's just put it like this. I think we can get more in the game in 2 years than we could if we did 3 8-month cycles.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's no guarantee. Look what happened with NBA Live. Then they had 2 years. They had 2 years.
But see, I mean, what would you? All right, so if this was on a 2 year cycle, what would you do with the rookies that got in the year before? I mean, would they be second year guys now?
Yeah, you update them as the year goes.
But what if it's my team and I really was looking forward to this guy getting into the pros? Now I gotta wait 2 years to play with this guy.
No, you update it. You update them.
Get the roster with
rosters as you would normally do.
Oh, okay.
They put out roster updates.
So like, say for instance, if Madden 25 comes out and they were on a 2 year cycle, you would just
I would just do roster
an
updates.
update, and then Madden 15 would come out.
Right. When Madden 15 came out, I would just update the rosters with the new rookies.
Okay.
Here's the problem with that though, is that I understand some people live out on the sticks. Mm-hmm. They don't have internet.
Right.
They buy the game every year.
A lot of people like that.
And I don't know. To me, everybody has internet, don't they?
Some people still on that dial-up, man. Some people don't even have broadband.
So that's the
right.
I understand that that's an issue that may rise. I just think that if you're looking for the game to evolve faster, then I think a 2 year cycle is the way to go, because I just think you're going to get more in 2 years than you could 2 versions. Do you agree? Do you agree? You don't agree?
What I think they need to do is if you always run out of time,
why don't you agree? I mean, I know we don't agree on everything, but
it just doesn't sound right.
It doesn't sound.
I just don't. I'm not buying into it.
He just said that they have 8 months to get a game in. That means that's 4 months for that they can't do anything. Mm-hmm. So with that said, I'm giving you 12 months plus another 8 months. I'm giving you 20 months for a game that you normally would only get 16 months in. Because if you're saying the 2 cycles are 8 months and 8 months, that's 16 months. But if I'm giving you, if I say 2 cycles, that means I'm giving you a full year plus the 8 months of the second year. Mm-hmm. And then you got the 4 months that you got to make it gold and make it go, you know,
dealing with bugs
and stuff. So that's 20 months of development.
Right.
You know how, I bet you if I went to Josh Lumen and I said, guess what? I'm giving you 4 extra months to put in some stuff. Mm-hmm. Right. Man, he'd be happy. Yeah,
he'd be
happy.
Don't you think they miss out on millions of dollars though? Because you're only selling the game every 2 years. You're missing out on like hundreds of millions of dollars.
I'm not looking at this from a corporate standpoint.
That's how they look at it.
I understand that. That's
at
how
the
they
very
look
high
at
levels, right?
But I'm talking to consumers. I'm talking as a consumer.
Oh yeah.
Hey, go ahead, take your time, work on the game. I understand you said you got leagues, and then after, you know why leagues fold? Because they know the new Madden's coming out. One of the things that I mentioned to Josh is I would love for them to export franchise from version to version. Mm-hmm. You know, because I've been playing with some guys. I've been playing since 2000. Since 2009. Mm-hmm. And it would be great to just move the franchise from 09 to 10 to 11 to 12 to 13 to Madden 25.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because I think that's how you build a franchise. That's how you build a dynasty. You know what's happening in these CCMs now? Mm. Nobody's progressing nobody. Nobody cares about XP or practice or anything. You know why? Because this is the last. They might get one more season in before this is it. So they're not trying to develop any rookies. They're going into free agent. They're getting just the best players. Mm-hmm. The man is old as dirt. It doesn't matter. He can play, and he's going to play for these next 2 seasons, and then that's it.
Right. You're right. The strategy changes.
Right. The strategy changes. Right. You know, if there was, if you could go 2 years, that's 2 years of strategy. I mean, that's what people want. I mean, people. I actually think people don't want that. They say they want to be able to build their franchise.
That's all I keep thinking about. It's a lot of weight, man. I'm just twiddling my thumbs.
That's a long time.
I gotta play that same game for 2 years.
Woo! That's too. Yeah.
I'm tired of that game now.
Yeah, and they're gonna miss out on millions of dollars because they get to sell it 2 times instead of once. On top, this is what I would say.
Would you pay for roster updates?
No.
No, for the new year.
No.
So if they say, okay, we're putting in the new rookies,
how much would it be? $5?
$20?
No. I'm not paying for no roster update. Okay. I'll make them dudes for free.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or I'll do a little share. Somebody will make one, and then I'll just grab it from them.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. All right. I'm just throwing it out there.
What I would like to say is if the producers are so strapped with time, and you're a $1 billion company, you need to hire some more full-time people. Okay? If every year you're running out of time, I can't get everything in. It sounds like a broken record every year. Mm-hmm. So if you're making billions of dollars, hire some more people to do different things. Contract things out.
Yeah,
contract out, have animations done, have multiple studios do the animations, port them into you. You can add them into the game. There are things that different teams can be doing, and then put it all together. If you got 10 people working on it, they double the team, which is great. They can quadruple the team, right? If you're making billions of dollars, invest a couple $100,000 in some extra people, right? You have more people, you can divide up the labor, and you can get more things in.
Right.
That's what I think, because every year pushing it, till like the very last moment it needs to go out, then that's when you have tendency to have bugs, something that you missed because we keep pushing it out.
And then you're stressing the people that you already have there.
You're stressing them. They're like working 70 hours.